Hello, my dear students. In the last lecture, we have seen the brief introduction to power electronics subject. Today, we are going to discuss one of the important thyristor family device, silicon control rectifier, the construction of silicon control rectifier, and the concerned characteristics, PI characteristics of silicon control rectifier in detail. Silicon control rectifier. We are calling it as silicon control rectifier because it is made up of silicon semiconductor material. It mainly used in converting AC to DC and DC to AC according to our requirement. So the main advantage what we are getting in conversion process, we are having a control. We are having a control in the conversion process of AC to DC. So that extra advantage we are getting by using this device. That's why it will be more popular. Now we are going to see the construction and concerned working of the silicon control rectifier in detail. SCR is called as a controlled rectifier because it requires a gate signal in turning on the device. So when we are giving a gate signal, the device will be in conduction. We are giving gate signal according to our requirement. That is, we are designing the firing angle. At that firing angle, we are activating the firing circuit. So at that time, the device will be in conduction. So we are having control in the conduction of the device. So that's why it is called as controlled rectifier. Mainly, SCR is a four terminal P N P N for region, three terminal anode, cathode, gate, three junctions J1, J2, J3, four layer, three junction, three terminal device, semiconductor device, thyristor family device. Now we are going to see the construction details of silicon control rectifier. So as we discussed, it will be having three terminals: anode, cathode, gate, and it will be having three junctions J1, J2, J3, which are formed by alternative P and N type of silicon layers. And in this, we are having a threaded portion. It will be used for tightening of thyristor to the frame, and a gate terminal will be placed nearer to cathode. In this SCR, we are having four layers PN, PN, three terminals, anode, which is fixed to outermost P layer, and cathode, which is fixed to outermost N layer, and gate terminal, which is connected to inner P layer. So this is the schematic representation of silicon control rectifier. So we are having four layers PN, PN, three terminals anode, cathode, gate, three junctions J1, J2, J3. It is the symbolic representation of SCR, very important. So it is like normal diode only, anode, cathode, but extra terminal gate will be present. As we are having this gate terminal, we are having proper control in the conduction of the device. We are providing a gate signal to the device. So when we are applying proper gate signal, the conduction of the device takes place from anode to cathode. So how we are applying gate signal and how the conduction takes place from anode to cathode of the device, we are going to see right now in the VI characteristics in detail. So this is the connection diagram for VI characteristics of the SCR. See, this is the SCR. The terminals will be connected anode, cathode, gate to the concerned circuits. So here the SCR will be connected from an external supply by using a auto transformer. So the variable supply will be provided. We are having a tapping. So whenever we are changing the tapping, the voltage applied across the SCR will be changing. Similarly, we are having one more supply across the gate circuit of the SCR. So this is the symbolic representation of SCR. Now we are going to observe the operation of SCR mainly in two modes: forward mode and reverse mode. The operation of SCR will be in four modes. So two modes in forward and two modes in reverse. So in forward we are having forward blocking mode, forward conduction mode, reverse blocking mode, reverse conduction mode. So how the operation of SCR will be there in these four modes will be your VI characteristics. With this we can draw the VI characteristics of the SCR. So initially forward blocking mode. Forward bias means the anode terminal of the SCR will be connected to positive terminal of the supply, and the cathode will be connected to negative terminal of the supply. So when we are connecting in that manner, the junction J1 and J3 will be forward biased, and junction J2. In J2, this N layer will be connected to positive terminal. This P layer will be connected to negative terminal. So it is reverse biased. Junction J2 will be reverse biased. As junction J2 will be reverse biased, even though the device will be in forward bias, a very minimum current will be flowing through the device in forward blocking mode. Forward conduction mode. This conduction mode in forward direction will be explained in two manners. The first one is conduction without gate current. Forward conduction without gate current. Second case, forward conduction with gate current. So generally in most of the practical appliances, practical applications, we are using the second one, the conduction of the SCR with the gate current. That means we are applying certain amount of forward voltage across the device, and we are applying the gate current by in the form of pulses according to the requirement of the conduction of the device. So first case is conduction without gate current. Actually the device has to be forward biased. This anode terminal will be connected to positive terminal of the supply. Cathode will be connected to negative terminal of the supply. And the positive voltage of the supply will be increased so that at certain voltage the junction J2, which is reverse biased, will break down and the conduction through the device takes place. The condition which has to be satisfied for conduction of the device is all the junction J1, J2, J3 has to be in conduction. Has to be in conduction. So for conducting all these junctions, we are applying forward voltage in a sufficient manner such that the junction J2 will be breakdown and the conduction from anode to cathode takes place. And second case is practical case conduction with gate current. So first we are applying external supply. So that is your external electrical supply across anode and cathode terminals supply VAK. So this voltage will be appeared across the device and we are applying another supply voltage across gate terminal of the SCR. So when we are applying the gate voltage across the SCR without breakdown of junction J2, the SCR can be made turn on by applying gate pulse across the device. So the instant at which we are applying the gate pulse across the SCR will have proper conduction of the SCR. So with this gate voltage, the SCR will conduct from anode to cathode. So when we are applying a gate voltage, so the charge carriers from N region, that is electrons, will try to move into electrons which are major charge carriers, majority charge carriers in N region will move into P region and the charge carriers in P region will move into the N region. So the conduction takes place from anode to cathode. So all the junctions J1, J2, J3 will be in conduction. Next, reverse blocking mode. In reverse bias condition, the P layer will be connected to negative terminal of the supply and N layer will be connected to positive terminal of the supply. So this is a reverse biasing of the device. So initially a reverse voltage will be applied across the device and there is a minimum current flow through the device as junctions J1 and J3 will be reverse biased and the junction J2 the only junction will be in forward bias. As junctions J1 and J3 are in reverse bias, no conduction takes place through the device. A very minimum small amount of current will be flowing through the device called reverse leakage current in this reverse blocking mode. If the reverse voltage is further increased such that the avalanche breakdown of junction J1 and J3 takes place, then the conduction through the device will takes place. So this is the voltage at which breakdown takes place is called reverse breakdown voltage. The voltage is called the reverse breakdown voltage. So these are the VI characteristics of SCR. On x-axis, we are taking voltage, anode to cathode voltage. On y-axis, we are taking current. So this is a forward region and this is a reverse region. In forward bias, we are connecting positive terminal of the supply to P region, negative terminal of the supply to N region, and we are increasing the supply voltage. The minimum current will be flowing through the device. Very minimum amount of current. So that is forward leakage current. Minimum current will be flowing through the device. If the supply voltage exceeds the forward breakover voltage of the SCR, then the device will start conducting. At that time, current through the device will be increases. If the supply voltage exceeds the forward breakover voltage, the conduction through the device will be taking place. And one more method to conduct the SCR will be by applying gate voltage. So two conditions has to be satisfied in this case. One is the device has to be forward biased and we need to apply a gate signal. So when the gate signal is applied as the device is forward biased and at that instant, suppose if this instant we are applying a gate pulse, then the conduction through the device starts and the current increases rapidly. The region where the conduction starts fades and the SCR in conduction is called forward conduction state or on state of the SCR. So in these two cases, one is latching current, second one is holding current. Very important definitions. So latching current is the current which will be flowing through the anode to cathode terminal of the device such that the current has to be increased more than this value for proper conduction turning on of the SCR. So this latching current will be associated with the turning on process of the SCR. And the second one is holding current. Holding current, it is the minimum current which is flowing through the anode to cathode terminal of SCR, and the anode current will be reduced below the holding current for proper turning off of the SCR. That means when we are switching on the SCR, we have to take care such that we have to apply the gate signal and forward bias voltage, and the current will be increased above the latching current for the proper turning on of the SCR. So when we are turning off the SCR, that is commutating the SCR by using external circuit, the anode current of the SCR should be reduced below the holding current for proper turning off of the SCR. This is regarding SCR characteristics in forward bias. In reverse bias, we are connecting the positive terminal of the SCR to the negative terminal of SCR, negative terminal of supply, and the N region of SCR to the positive terminal of supply. So in this reverse bias, The device will be behaving like a normal PN diode. The specific advantage of SCR will be only in forward conduction. So as the reverse supply voltage increases, a very minimum current will be flowing through the device in the reverse blocking mode. So that current we are calling it as reverse leakage current. The reverse voltage further increases at certain region. The junction J1 and J3 will be breakdown and the conduction to the device takes place. So this voltage at which the device breaks down is called a reverse breakdown voltage. So these are the VI characteristics of the SCR. So two important terminology: latching current. So it is the minimum current which is flowing through the device from anode to cathode, and it will be the minimum current required to keep the SCR in on state initially when the SCR gate is triggered. And holding current, it is the load current required to maintain the thyristor in on state. This latching current will be associated with turning on process, and holding current will be associated with turning off process. Thank you all of you.